Hello and welcome to the weekly debriefing. This week we're going to talk about a tool called Screencast-O-Matic, which is a screencasting software. You can use other tools that are similar to it, but we're going to talk specifically about this particular website. This program is a video creation software that allows you to create a screen capture or a video recording of your screen, as well as picking up your audio. You can also choose to include your webcam in it too if you want to. So essentially you end up making a video like what you're looking at now. Anything that is recorded on the screen gets picked up. So if you're recording on top of a PowerPoint, a website, a PDF document, whatever you're recording on top of is what's going to get recorded into the video. So you might use these types of tools to create videos for your students to watch before or after class. Maybe things like introducing a topic to them, which is great for like the flipped classroom where you kind of give them an overview before the day before, or they watch that for homework, and then the next day they come in ready to do an activity for it. Another way that I've seen this tool used really well is making videos of you as the teacher working through, say, a math problem. And then the student watches that math problem, watches you work through it, and then they're able to know how to do the rest of the homework. So it might be that you have a QR code, a QR code video tied to your homework sheet, and the student takes the homework home, scans it, watches the first video. It's a video of you walking through how to do the first problem. They see how to do it, and then they're able to follow suit with the rest of the homework problems. So those are two examples of how you might use Screencast-O-Matic in your actual classroom. For this particular activity, however, you're going to do a little bit different with Screencast-O-Matic. You're going to create a project, and you are going to make a demo video that you're going to pick a technology tool that we have not talked about in this class, and you're going to give us a demo of it. Basically, the way that I give you demos every week of this is how to use this particular tool, the ins and outs of it, that's what you're going to do. So you're going to pick a tool, and you're going to explain what the tool actually does, the pros and cons of using that tool. So what is the plus of using this tool? What are some drawbacks? Similar tools that you might compare it to, some that maybe we've talked about in class, and then the technology requirements of the tool. So what does the student have to be able to use this tool? A laptop, a desktop? Is it only app-based? Is it, etc. So it's very important that when you're thinking of picking, when you're looking at what technology tool you're going to pick, you want to make sure that it isn't specific to like a grade level or a subject area, or that it's just not a website. So for example, something like BrainPop. BrainPop is just a website that hosts videos on it. There's no real interactivity there. There's nothing really for you to demo. There's nothing really for you to do with the website other than go onto the website and watch the videos and play the games. So you want to make sure that you're picking some type of interactive program similar to what we've taught, all the different types that we've talked about in class, that can apply to several grade levels and several subject areas, and give the teacher the option to modify it for their classroom. So if we look into our Google Classroom and we look at the Screencast-O-Matic module, you'll see that I've reiterated just some of the information here of what you need to do, what you need to include in your Screencast-O-Matic video that you create. Here's the link to actually go into Screencast-O-Matic and make your free account. And then here's a video of how to use Screencast-O-Matic to actually make a video. And then here are some more tools that you might want to look at. So here are some links to some different tools that you might consider making a demo about, different types of tools that you might find helpful. You can see some of the ones listed here, ones that we've talked about. So these are some that you can choose from, or it might be some that you've used in your classroom that your teacher, introduced you to and that you think that you might want to use. So once you find and decide on the video or the tool that you want to demo and make your video about, you want to sign up for it. So you'll click on this link and you'll be able to sign up for the video demo. And so you just want to put your first and last name, and then the name of the tech tool, and the link, the main link to the tech tool, the main website that you would get to create your account or whatnot. So for example, if I chose Prezi, I would say Prezi, and then I would put Prezi.com. So whatever, it's going to be there, you would want to make sure that you sign up for it, because you cannot pick a tool that somebody else has signed up for. And again, make sure to not pick one that we've already talked about in class, make sure that it's not listed here, and make sure that it's not just like a game or a video based tool, that there's actually something to do, that there's something for you to actually demo. All right. And then here is your checklist of what you need to include. So you want to make a free Screencast-O-Matic account. You want to download the recorder. You want to pick the technology tool. You want to build a presentation about that tool. And then you want to create your screen video of how to use that tool and submit that video link into Google Classroom. And so your video should be between 5 to 15 minutes long. It can only be 15 minutes long. Screencast-O-Matic has a cap at that, so it needs to be 15 minutes or shorter. And then you want to make sure that your Screencast-O-Matic includes a presentation format, just like a PowerPoint or something that says the name of the tool, describes what the tool is. For example, polling used for students, taking online quizzes. What is the meat of what you do with this tool? The pros and cons of using this tool, what technology is required for the students to be able to use that technology, the grade levels that would apply to this tool, and some similar tools that might be compared to it. So you would have that kind of like in a PowerPoint that I would start out my video with, and kind of go over that stuff, and then I would go into the actual demo where you actually, this is how you make your account, this is how you create whatever, and actually do the demo, and walk us through an example of using that particular tool. And then once it is completed, it will load onto the Screencast-O-Matic website, and you'll just get that link and share it into Google Classroom with us. And the video here will show you how to do that. You'll get a little web link, and then you'll just drop it in there, and we'll be able to watch your video. From there, I'll also be compiling a list of all the ones that people have done. Here's the name of their tool, and here's the link to their video, so that we will all have a list of all these different digital tools that we did. In addition to the ones we talked about in the class, we'll have the ones that we've done for our projects.